back in the 80s, I loved the Conan movies, the Sword and Sandals, the Beastmaster was one of my favourites, but one of the movies that I watched the most was the awesome Red Sonja, directed by Richard Fleischer. This was just the epitome of sword and sandal and just awesomeness for the child like me that just loved this one. We have a fairly simple story, and what I like most about it is we jump in right at the start. We don't even have to tell a lot of what's going on. We've got a great world building that just alludes to everything that's been going on here. At the start we have a group of high priestesses who are attacked by the evil Gedren and her wonderful crew of bad guys, including the face melty guy from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Everybody's killed. They steal this weapon. There is one survivor who manages to make it to Caladan, who is Arnold Schwarzenegger here, and he manages to relate the death of this woman to her sister, Sonja, a woman who has trained all her life, who has kind of magic power in her sword arm, kind of.
You will need great strength, for your sword arm must have no equal.
And these people, along with Falcon and Prince Tan, are going to journey to try and retrieve this weapon, kill Gedren and save the world. It's a simple tale, but it's really well told, and it's got this wonderful production design. It's got these amazing characters that are fun, that are entertaining, that you're interested in. It's got some great heroes at the heart of this. You've got Bridget Nielsen as Red Sonja, you've got Schwarzenegger, who just looks like a man mountain as Caladan. And they are travelling across this world looking for vengeance. But you get a really good bad guy in Gedren. This woman who is scarred, who is scarred on the inside as well. She is after power, she is looking for destruction. And it's just set piece after set piece. Now, is the story unique or fantastic or out of the ordinary? No. But it does the job. It allows our characters to move through the wonderful production set pieces, the sets, to see our characters shine, to have the moments to allow their characters to really show how great they are.
Are you all right?
Yes, Prince. We were just practicing.
And I love the fact that it's not just one person on a mission. We get a little group of people together working to defeat the bad guy, and it's done in such a wonderful fashion. Special mention to the sets here, because I think the sets are fantastic. From the moment we meet Prince Tan stuck over a cliff on a giant stone hand, to the sort of set that's filled with water and the mechanical dragon, to the large place where they keep the weapon with all the candles round about it. The sets are wonderful and expansive and really add to this world that we have here. And it does feel like a big grandiose world, which is an interesting trick because there's not a great deal of characters, there's not a great deal of outside world other than the certain points that we see, but because of the filmmaking it just looks fantastic. I think this is a real fantastic adventure movie. It looks terrific, it's got a great cast to play well together, it's got some fantastic action set pieces, and I really like the interplay between Schwarzenegger and Nielsen. This was a joy to return to. I love when you see a movie that you haven't seen in a number of years, one that you loved when you were younger, and it lives up to that. Now, this was a Blu-ray that I checked out. The transfer on that looked amazing. I will definitely need to try and get my hands on the 4K at some point to see how amazing that is, but wow, never looked better. And there is a host of extras on this disc, so let's dive in, have a look at the extras and see what it has to offer. Okay, so here we are in the disc for Red Sonja. We're going to go to the bonus features and have a quick look at what's included in this disc. First up, we've got Arnold Schwarzenegger, the man who raised Hollywood. This is 16 minutes 18, basically talking about the impact of Arnie, talking to various different people who have seen him throughout his career, some people that worked with him, including Hercules director, and some critics as well, and it's just a nice kind of outside look at the rise of Arnie. Next up, we've got the making of Red Sonja versus Calidor, which is from the assistant director. Just over 12 minutes, 34 seconds. A really nice insight, talking about his excitement of getting there and discovering it was a kind of Conan movie. Next up, we have got a fantastic extra, Renato Casaro, The Last Movie Painter, which is a feature length of 1 hour, 37 minutes, 32 seconds, and it's all talking about his realistic portrayals of images from the movie that made it onto posters, and the artwork is fantastic. It's a great little documentary about the man, someone who you wouldn't really normally hear too much about. Phenomenal piece. And then we have Renato Casaro artwork gallery, which is basically the creation of the Red Sonja art, which is just 1 minute 30. Then we've got a reconstructed trailer about this restoration, which is 1 minute 28, and the original trailer, which is 2 minutes 4 seconds. Fantastic work. So there we have it, the disc for Red Sonja. I would highly recommend picking this up. I haven't seen the 4K, so I can't comment on that, but I would love to get my hands on that one next. If you get it, let me know what you think of the transfer. If you've seen Red Sonja, if you're going to get it, let me know in the comment box below, because it's a movie that I utterly adore, even more so after revisiting it and finding it as captivating as I did when I was younger. I love when that happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. While you're down there, hit the like button, maybe even jump into the description box and join the Patreon or the membership program. There's more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff, which I would appreciate, and I will see you next time on Man v Film.